James Park for this afternoon's Today Division 1 League match between Newcastle United and Arsenal. And there is the Newcastle United goalkeeper, Gary Kelly. And the Newcastle side today is Gary Kelly in goal, Neil MacDonald at 2, Kenny Wharton at 3, Andy Thomas in place of the injured David McCreary comes in at 4, Glenn Roeder the captain at 5, John Anderson at 6, Paul Stevenson at 7, Paul Gascoigne at 8, Tony Cunningham at 9, Peter Beardsley at 10 and Ian Stewart at 11. And the substitute this afternoon is the man Newcastle signed recently from Meadowbank Thistle, Darren Jackson. And they're the famous red shirts and white shorts of the Arsenal side. John Lukic in goal, Viv Anderson at 2, Kenny Sansom the captain at 3, Steve Williams at 4, David O'Leary at 5, Tony Adams at 6, David Rocastle at 7, Paul Davis at 8, Niall Quinn at 9, Perry Groves at 10, Martin Hayes at 11, and the Arsenal substitute is Gus Caesar. Today's referee is Peter Tilsley from Stockport, and he's been a referee on the Football League since 1979. His two linesmen on the right as you look at the picture is Mr. Baker, and on the left is Mr. Turner. The two captains just spinning it up to decide which way they're going to kick. And a word about Kenny Sansom. He is now England's most capped fullback. Since the World Cup, he's played now over 70 games in internationals for England, and he now has the distinction of being England's most capped fullback. The Arsenal manager, of course, since the summer, is George Graham, who scored 11 goals in Arsenal's championship-winning side in 1971, the team which went on to do the double in that year as well. And William McFall must also be pleased with the way Newcastle at least played last week to beat Manchester City 3-1. And in over 90 years of football between these sides here at St James Park, there's never been a 0-0 draw. Newcastle United versus Arsenal then, just about to kick off. An overcast sort of afternoon. We've already had a couple of showers of rain, but I'm sure that won't detract from the football. And that's Beardsley on the ball straight away, looking for Stewart. Stewart has it for Newcastle. But that's going to be an Arsenal throw. Viv Anderson, the former Nottingham Forest fullback, to take it. Viv Anderson, of course, also an England international, with the first throw-in of the match. Looks for Quinn, finds him, headed on now by Perry Groves, but Anderson gets it back to Kelly. MacDonald. Poor one from him, headed back into the Newcastle half. Hayes has it and is fouled by Paul Stevenson. So it's the first free kick of the match and it goes to Arsenal. Sansom to take it. To the edge of the penalty area, headed inside. And Newcastle have some difficulty in getting this one away. It's back with Sansom. Now it's out to Hayes. Hayes, a short chip into the box, looking for Davis. But Arsenal still have it. It's Paul Davis with it at the moment. Paul Davis again now. Plays the ball out to his left for Hayes. Hayes gets round MacDonald, gets the ball across into the area. Out comes Kelly, collects safely. So Gary Kelly clears for Newcastle. Cunningham up, wins the ball in the air, but Sansom heads away for Arsenal. Martin Hayes has it for Arsenal and screens the ball out for a throw to the visitors. Arsenal, of course, known as the Gunners. And it's Kenny Sansom with the throw. Terry Groves to Martin Hayes. Now over on that far side is Anderson, who slips. That's Viv Anderson who slips, and Newcastle can get possession. The ground obviously rather damp with the rain we've had this afternoon. Players beginning to slip. And that's David O'Leary for Arsenal trying to get the ball forward. He does, but it's too far. Straight through to Kelly. That was Stevenson back to MacDonald. Stopped by Davies. Hayes tries to get round his man, but MacDonald has it for Newcastle. Good play by Newcastle until Paul Stevenson just can't keep the ball in. So Sansom will take another throw for Arsenal. Ball thrown into Terry Groves, and a foul. Paul Davis brings down Gascoigne, who takes the kick himself. Out to Stevenson. Stevenson into the penalty area and offside. As the ball is played into the penalty area by Stevenson. So the Newcastle forwards were caught offside. So Sansom will take a free kick. Picked up by John Lukic. Lukic, a long clearance into the Newcastle half. And Kelly quite happy to watch it bounce 2 or 3 times and over the goal line at his end. Terry Groves was the Arsenal man threatening. Kelly with the clearance. Looks for Cunningham. Cunningham beaten now, it's Groves. Newcastle have to play the ball back. Kelly clears. Sansom. Groves chasing this ball along with Anderson of Newcastle. And MacDonald puts it away into touch. So Sansom can come forward and take a throw for Arsenal. No one very near him. So the ball lucky to get through to Davis. Hayes it is. Hayes going towards the goal. But a good tackle by Anderson. Only finds Davis though with his clearance. Paul Davis for Arsenal. Looks for a 1-2. Doesn't get it. The move breaks down, but still Newcastle can't get the ball away. That's Steve Williams with the ball now. But now Gascoigne can bring it away for Newcastle. He runs into trouble as well. And eventually, Davis commits a foul on Gascoigne. And the free kick is taken from the wrong place. And in any case, referee Peter Tilsley wants a word with Paul Davis for that niggling foul. There was a little bit of reaction from Gascoigne, and Peter Tilsley wanted to calm things down before he allowed Anderson to take the Newcastle free kick. Back comes the rain as there's a shot comes in from Stewart on the far side, but it's over the top. So for the first time on a Saturday this afternoon, we're playing in rain. Lively opening by both sides, particularly Arsenal in the first few minutes. As Lukic clears. Headed on by Quinn for Arsenal. To Groves. Groves gets the ball out to Hayes. But MacDonald in firmly to force the ball away into touch. Sansom about to take the throw. Groves to Hayes. Davis for Arsenal. No one runs for that ball though. Picked up by Andy Thomas for Newcastle and fed out to Stewart. Stewart forward to Cunningham. And this should be a corner. If it goes, it does. David O'Leary forced to give away the corner there. Cunningham's pace troubling him there, and Stewart ready to take the corner. Plenty of bodies in that Arsenal penalty area as the corner comes across. Looks for Cunningham. Cunningham nods it back. Away by Viv Anderson, only back as far as Stewart. Stewart gets round Perry Groves, but doesn't get the ball across. And that's a goal kick for Arsenal. Arsenal playing with 3 men up, 4-3-3. Quinn gets that ball well in the air. He looks dangerous in the air, just the tall Arsenal centre forward. But it's with Stevenson for Newcastle at the moment. Stevenson still with the ball, delayed too long, allowed the tackle to come in, so Arsenal bring the ball away. And that was Steve Williams clearing, but it's only gone as far as Gascoigne. Gascoigne fouled by Davies again. That's twice Davies has fouled Gascoigne in the first few minutes. And just a quiet word by referee Peter Tilsley. The ball in the Arsenal penalty area, and this time Cunningham doing the pushing on the back of O'Leary. And that's an Arsenal free kick on the edge of their own penalty area. And just to give you some idea of how busy referees are, on Tuesday night, Peter Tilsley will be refereeing Wolves versus Halifax. From the first division to the fourth. Now, Quinn on the attack for Arsenal, but runs out of ideas, and Wharton is able to get the ball away. Down towards Cunningham, but the ball runs into touch before it reaches Cunningham. So Viv Anderson can take the throw for Arsenal. Throws the ball inside for Quinn. Quinn leaves it for Davies. Davies is fouled. So Steve Williams, formerly with Southampton, will take a free kick for Arsenal. Groves and Quinn are the men inside the Newcastle penalty area, along with Viv Anderson and Tony Adams. So 4 Arsenal men forward. As the kick comes in, headed clear, a drive for goal, well covered by Kelly, although it did go a yard or so wide. That drive coming in from Viv Anderson. So the first 10 minutes haven't produced any goals, although there's been a fair amount of action. MacDonald, a long piercing ball looking for Cunningham, but it's come out to Stewart on the far side. Stewart, and poor ball that one by Andy Thomas, and the ball's gone straight into touch. Viv Anderson waits to take it. Throws down the line, that's a poor throw, straight to Wharton. But Rocastle wins it for Arsenal. Looks for Martin Hayes on the near side, but it's far too well struck, and it goes straight into touch. So MacDonald about to take the throw for Newcastle. To Gascoigne, Gascoigne plays it short, but MacDonald gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham being well marked. Beardsley just lays it off for Stevenson there to Cunningham, Beardsley, and Wharton can't reach that one from Beardsley. Beardsley rather disgusted at overhitting that ball. But the idea was good. It switched play across from a crowded area to a relatively free one. Now Wharton, his clearance charged down by Niall Quinn, and it's a throw for Newcastle taken by Kenny Wharton. Throws down the line for Cunningham. Cunningham beats Anderson. But now it's with Davies. Davies loses it, and a free kick. something said, I think, by one of the Arsenal players. And certainly the book is out. It's Davies, who's been pulled up for fouls twice on Gascoigne. And now that's the third time in 12 minutes he's committed a foul. And fouls with that regularity have to eventually go into the referee's notebook. And Davies, Paul Davies of Arsenal, becomes the first man into the referee's notebook. So John Anderson takes a free kick for Newcastle, out to Wharton. Wharton chips it into the area. Cunningham's under it, gets to it first. The ball still with Cunningham, and Stevenson just couldn't get there, and it's eventually scrambled away for a throw to Newcastle. Andy Thomas. MacDonald wants it back down the line, but it's thrown inside. Another Newcastle throw. Thomas, Beardsley, Thomas again, hooked away though by Martin Hayes. Another throw for Newcastle. A fine spell of attacking this by the home side. Now MacDonald has it. Chips it into the area. It's too close to the goalkeeper. And notice who's there first, Peter Beardsley, just in case there was a slip. Thrown short to Sansom. O'Leary gets that one away forward, but MacDonald has it now for Newcastle. But Beardsley loses out on that one. Arsenal have it through Martin Hayes, Neil Gunn, and a free kick against Thomas, I think for a handball offence. So Andy Thomas from Oxford, in the opposite direction to Billy Whitehurst, concedes a free kick. Steve Williams takes it straight to Kelly. Kelly looks for Cunningham. Cunningham looks for Beardsley, but that was a poor Sansom pass, and he's fortunate to get the ball back again. Davies, clever play by him, but he plays it short. And now it's Wharton with the ball for Newcastle. Threads it wide, or tries to, and it's picked up by Martin Hayes. Martin Hayes inside for Perry Groves. It's come to Davies. Davies to Williams, across to Anderson. Looking for Perry Groves for Arsenal. Groves has it, turns it inside. Rocastle, a chip to the far side, and it's missed at the far post by Martin Hayes. And that one really chopped the Newcastle defence apart. And Martin Hayes should have done better than head the ball wide from that cross by Rocastle. So although Newcastle have had the better of play in the last 10 minutes or so, Arsenal came very, very close to scoring then, as Kelly thankfully clears the ball. Headed on by Stevenson. Rocastle is fouled. So Sansom can take a free kick. Sansom left-footed to the far side. Neil Gunn. This time he holds down Anderson, and that is a free kick to Newcastle on the edge of their own penalty area. Glenn Roeder quite happy just to push it back to Kelly. Cunningham up again, gets to flick on, but Gunn for Arsenal to Groves. Groves with Rocastle going outside him. He tries to beat his man, Anderson, but can't do so. So it's an Arsenal throw, and it's Viv Anderson to take it. Throws it in quickly to Groves. Back to Viv Anderson. Williams looks for Neil Gunn. Anderson has it for Newcastle low. And danger here for Newcastle, but eventually they tidy it up and get it back to Kelly. He's the first to pick himself up, but it's Thomas for Newcastle. Wharton drives it forward. but Wharton looks as though he needs some attention. So Derek Wright, the physio, comes on to attend to him. May even have been a missile or coin thrown from the crowd, as he's clutching his head there. And Wharton is coming off. It may just be for attention, it may well not be a substitution. Well, no one seems to be getting stripped in his place. And there's William McFall on the dugout, waving his men into the correct positions. As John Lukic has it for Arsenal. Lukic's high clearance. Groves nods on. Cleared by Roda. Viv Anderson. Rocastle. But Stewart's there but can't keep it in. So Viv Anderson can take a throw for Arsenal. Newcastle, of course, down to 10 men at the moment, with Kenny Wharton off receiving treatment. Anderson's throw finds Davies. And Arsenal rather fortunate to keep possession, but now it's with Sansom. 3 men forward, it's driven towards goal. Rebounds out to Martin Hayes. Martin Hayes faced by McDonald. Dummies McDonald back to Sansom. Sansom inside for Hayes. And Arsenal lose possession there. That was a short pass. Now Newcastle have the chance to break. But Rocastle robs his man. He's going towards the edge of the area. It's driven across goal, but Rhoda clears. But again, it's not a good clearance. Arsenal have possession once more. Kenny Sansom, first time into the area, headed away by Anderson. Still Arsenal have possession. O'Leary on the halfway line to Viv Anderson. Anderson forward to Groves. Groves out for Davies. Rocastle on the ball, drives it across goal. Gunn! And straight into the arms of Kelly. And Kelly furious with his defence there. And I can't blame him. Gunn had a free header there. And Kelly not at all happy. And Kenny Wharton on the line, wants to come back on. And is given permission to do so. So Newcastle are back at full strength. Cunningham gets the ball there ahead of Adams. Adams can only find Stevenson. Lukic is coming out though and lets it run over for the goal kick. Into the last 3 minutes of the first half. 0-0, but scares at both ends, particularly when Newcastle have been defending. Gunn heading straight at Kelly, and a shot from Groves and a shot from Davies as well. Gunn tries to flick it on. It finds Rocastle. Through for Groves. Groves! And Kelly gets there first. John Anderson of Newcastle trying to screen it back to Kelly. And Kelly had to work hard to get that ball. Now perhaps Stewart can break for Newcastle. Tricks his way around Rocastle. A chip forward, but it's a poor ball, and it's back to Lukic. Cunningham needs better service than that if he's going to be a threat up front this afternoon. Hooked away by McDonald. Up and under ball, Sansom watches it run out into touch. Quinn for Arsenal. Tries to turn it inside, but it's Gascoigne for Cunningham. Cunningham off an Arsenal boot into touch. Beardsley with a quick throw to Cunningham. McDonald. And the ball across the area by Andy Thomas. And that was one of Newcastle's best moves. Still not over. It's Gascoigne with the ball. Beardsley rather with the ball. Stevenson. McDonald chips it in, and Lukic saves, but an offside decision in any case. Even if that ball had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. The red trim flag up on this near side. So Arsenal take the free kick. Sansom, Hayes, to Quinn. Quinn tries to get round his man, then is held by Glenn Roeder. So Arsenal win a free kick. And certainly Arsenal have had the better of this first half. But they haven't yet turned their superiority into goals. Steve Williams curls it into the far side, headed inside and headed behind by Kenny Wharton for a corner to Arsenal. As we are into injury time at the end of the first half, Martin Hayes goes across to take the corner, but he hasn't time to take it. The whistle goes, and it's half-time. And certainly in this first half, apart from one or two flashes of inspiration up front, Newcastle have been the second best in this first half, and it's Arsenal who've had just about all the shots on goal. One header from Quinn could well have gone into the net, but Kelly was in the right place to save it, and one or two more shots for goal. One by Paul Davis, I remember, just scraped past the post. And certainly Arsenal have strung the moves together and have put the Newcastle defence under some pressure. But half-time, the score, Newcastle United 0, Arsenal 0. And welcome back to the second half. The half-time score, 0-0. But with Arsenal having had the better of things in the first half, and it is they who are to kick off in the second half, attacking the Gallagher end. And away we go. Davies looks for Quinn on the far right, finds him as well. And slack play there, a little by Glenn Roeder, but recovers well in the end to find Stewart. Arsenal very sharp in challenging for the ball this afternoon. Stewart forced to go backwards and eventually gives the ball away, but is fouled in trying to get it back. So Kenny Wharton about to take the free kick. Headed away by Viv Anderson. Rocastle for Arsenal. And that's looking for Perry Groves, and Groves looked as though he was fouled by Anderson. He was. So Arsenal win a free kick. Paul Davis, the man ready to take it. Five Arsenal men in the penalty area now as the kick is headed in. So it's Stevenson now for Newcastle bringing it away. Looks for Beardsley. Beardsley does well to find Stevenson again, although it was off an Arsenal foot. So MacDonald has it for Newcastle, leaves it for Stevenson. And that's Beardsley going forward. Challenged all the way by Paul Davis. Has to turn it back. Roeder out to Anderson, to MacDonald rather, headed away by O'Leary for Arsenal, picked up in midfield by Arsenal, and a free kick against Peter Beardsley. So Kenny Sansom places the ball ready to take it. An increasing amount of cloud coming over as the second half is in its early stages, perhaps heralding a spot of rain. But Arsenal have the ball, and it's turned back into the centre, and Kelly does well to get it. And that was Steve Williams with a run to the goal line and squaring it back. Anderson clears for Newcastle. Rocastle is on it, but Stewart now. Stewart slips, and Rocastle gets the ball away into touch. And Stewart is about to take the throw, takes it to Wharton. Inside for Gascoigne. And on the far side, Stevenson into the area, hooked away by Williams. Now Arsenal breaking forward. Davies it is. Sansom coming forward into the area, but there's no one at the back. So Wharton can take his time and just do what he likes with the ball. Eventually he turns it inside for Gascoigne. Gascoigne brings it forward. Gascoigne looks for a 1-2 with Beardsley and gets it, but it breaks down, and via the referee Newcastle get the ball back, and it's out to Stewart. Now Stewart in space, hammers the ball across goal, but Lukic collects easily, finds Sansom on the far side, but overhits his attempted ball to Williams, but Arsenal get it back. Now it's through, danger here, but a good tackle for Newcastle by Anderson, and it's McDonald on the ball. Finds Beardsley. Rhoda. O'Leary. Sansom. McDonald. Gascoigne. Challenged all the way, but does well to keep the ball. An important header there by O'Leary for Arsenal, and Arsenal begin to break. Steve Williams is brought down by Gascoigne, and I think advantage allowed there. Now it's with Sansom. Sansom going through. Quinn with the ball now. Oh, and a terrible shot for goal. Perry Groves made a hash of that attempted goal. And now it's with Stewart. That was a clever goal kick by Kelly to find Stewart, chipping it over the head of the disgusted Arsenal player. But Arsenal have it back. Throw in. Stewart just couldn't keep that one in. So Viv Anderson of Arsenal can take a throw. Looks for Groves, but that one's cut out. But Rocastle gets it. And that was Andy Thomas. Arsenal have it back again, but both sets of players losing the ball to each other at the moment. Now what can Beardsley do for Newcastle? Even he loses the ball. And a free kick. Quinn, I thought, was backing into Glenn Roeder. Glenn Roeder was holding his ground, and it looked to be Quinn who was backing in. But the free kick has gone towards Arsenal. The referee must have thought that Roeder was doing the pushing from the back. Certainly the decision not popular with the crowd. But it's not the crowd who give decisions, it's the referee. Into the Newcastle penalty area. Chested down by Gascoigne and cleared. Into touch. So Arsenal always willing to throw plenty of men forward. They're all in the Newcastle half at the moment, everyone except the goalkeeper. That's Rocastle with the ball. Rocastle going across goal, has a shot for goal, but Kelly sees that one go wide all the way. So it remains at 0-0. Davies for Arsenal. Picked up by Gascoigne. And that was a fine ball out to McDonald, who finds Beardsley in space. Beardsley centres, but it's cut out by Steve Williams, but Newcastle do get the corner. And Andy Thomas was racing into the penalty area on the near side, wanting that cross from Beardsley to come deeper, but it didn't reach him. But Stevenson with the corner for Newcastle. Drives it into the penalty area. Williams to Davies. Clears it to Hayes. Cross to Williams. Williams. Back to Hayes. faced by John Anderson. And a blatant body challenge there by Paul Gascoigne. He ran straight across the body of the Arsenal player, and he's got to be careful, he's already in the book. So Arsenal win a free kick about 5 or 6 yards outside the penalty area. And Davies is there, so too Steve Williams. And the ball played in quickly but cleared by the Newcastle defence. And now Newcastle can break. And it's Beardsley striding forward, a first-time ball. But Kenny Sansom did well to head the ball back, because if he'd missed it, Stewart was going in on goal. Now it's Sansom. Finds Hayes on that far side. But it's a free kick to Arsenal. Taken short. Now played downfield to Quinn. Quinn turns, gets the ball into Davies. Davies again. Rocastle has a shot for goal, but wide. And certainly the Arsenal finishing has gone off the boil in this second half. They were much more direct in the first half, but they've had a number of shots on goal in this second half, none at all of which have caused any trouble to Gary Kelly. Ball in touch. Newcastle throw. Stewart ready to take it. The throw taken over by Wharton. A dummy by Beardsley finds Cunningham. Andy Thomas loses possession and Arsenal go forward. Martin Hayes has it. Going inside the penalty area. Lovely tackle by McDonald, though, brings Newcastle out of danger. McDonald bringing it forward. Stevenson takes over from McDonald. Stevenson, the two number 7s in fact clash, and Rocastle brings down Stevenson, and the free kick for Newcastle quickly taken to Stewart now. And that was good play by referee Tilsley to allow the free kick to be taken early. But Arsenal have cleared it. And Anderson turns, beats Quinn, and McDonald clears for Newcastle. O'Leary and Adams clear between them for Arsenal, the two centre-backs. Newcastle beginning to play some better football now, but that one breaks down. That's O'Leary clearing for Arsenal. Going up front, wins the ball in the air, but illegally. And that free kick was taken from the wrong place, so it has to be brought back. So Glenn Roeder can take the free kick. Still from the wrong place. And that's the law of the game. You must take a free kick from the point where the infringement occurred. So at last the kick is taken from the right place. Stewart battling all the way with Viv Anderson, and Anderson wins a goal kick for Arsenal. And that certainly woken the crowd up, brought them to life. "11 minutes into the second half, still the scoreline 0-0. Quinn gets up for Arsenal, but again fouls Roeder. Gascoigne leaves it. Anderson takes it. But it's a poor one, it's gone straight out. Now Perry Groves for Arsenal, but cleared by Wharton. Stevenson. Still Stevenson. And an important header by Steve Williams. So Lukic can clear. Rolls it out to Sansom. Sansom Looks for Perry Groves. Groves gets there, but so too does Anderson for Newcastle. Anderson it is, clearing, looking for Cunningham. Cunningham chests it down. Stevenson manages to get it, but it's in touch. So MacDonald can take a throw. And a rather dangerous ball that, across the Newcastle penalty area. Picked up by Tony Adams for Arsenal. Groves, still Groves, tries to touch it through, and good play by the Newcastle defence. The ball worked back to Kelly. Now it's with MacDonald. MacDonald, Beardsley, MacDonald. Offside. A rather late flag against Cunningham. Cunningham had started his run before the linesman on the far side flagged, so it was a slightly late flag, but he was offside, no doubt about that, and the decision right. So Sansom to take the free kick. Quinn gets up. Rocastle. Quinn, a chip, beat Kelly off the bar and over. A lovely attempt at a score there from Neil Quinn. And Kelly rather thankful to be taking a goal kick. Davies. Quinn nods it back, turns, keeps possession for Arsenal, but Rhoda gets an important foot in and finds Gascoigne. This time no question about offside, none at all. Arsenal turn now, bring it away through Viv Anderson. Newcastle have possession again now. Through Andy Thomas, but that's a bad ball. It's only found Sansom. Sansom finds Quinn. Quinn tests MacDonald out for pace by finding Groves. Groves racing for the line, doesn't get there. Yes, he does. No, the goal kick is given. I thought that ball had gone over the line. The linesman's flag up on this side. So exactly half an hour left. Still 0-0. Although still Arsenal looking the more likely to break the deadlock. Now Gascoigne. Stewart. Back to Gascoigne. Wharton running into the penalty area, but it's gone to Beardsley. Beardsley, Cunningham lets it run to Stevenson. Stevenson appeals for offside, and they are given. So that Newcastle attack breaks down because of the offside decision. With John Anderson in the thick of that. And Andy Thomas. Newcastle pick up the ball again through Davies this time. But MacDonald clears to Stevenson. But Rocastle has it for Arsenal on the halfway line. Davies. Davies has a shot for goal. Offside. As Quinn went through, he was offside. And play will be held up for just a short while to allow Derek Wright to come on. But Anderson looks as though he's fit. So Darren Jackson will have to wait before he makes his debut. O'Leary beat Cunningham in the air. But Anderson, Viv Anderson that is, puts the ball into touch. Wharton hurls the ball up to Stewart, who takes the throw to Wharton. Inside to Gascoigne, a good chip looking for Beardsley there, but Arsenal have it once more. Rocastle, a first-time ball headed away. Newcastle's defence have this under control, and it's Gascoigne in possession. Gascoigne strolls forward with it, finds Beardsley. Beardsley finds Thomas to Stevenson. Stevenson into the area. And Arsenal rather fortunate if they do get the ball away. Yes, indeed. Cunningham causing all sorts of trouble there. Lukic couldn't get there, but Arsenal's defence, fortunately for them, did. But Gascoigne has it again. Gascoigne forward to Cunningham. Cunningham lays it back to Gascoigne. Beardsley. Beardsley. Still Beardsley. This should be a goal, and is. Stewart the scorer. And Arsenal look dejected as Ian Stewart scores for Newcastle. Gascoigne forward to Cunningham. Cunningham lays it back to Gascoigne. Beardsley. Beardsley. Still Beardsley. This should be a goal, and is. Stewart the scorer. And Arsenal look dejected as Ian Stewart scores for Newcastle with 26 minutes left. And it was a lovely move involving Gascoigne, Beardsley, Thomas, and finally Stewart, the man who put the ball in. And what a goal it was to break the deadlock. Now it's up to Arsenal to try and come back if they can. It's a free kick to the Gunners, just outside the penalty area. And that goal, a very important one for Newcastle. Steve Williams and Kenny Sansom are both there for the free kick. And Paul Davies has just joined them. Davies looks as though he's going to take it. Martin Hayes has run wide to the left, but it's in for... It's there! It's an equaliser! And it's Viv Anderson, the fullback, who equalises in the very next minute. And Newcastle stunned. Davies looks as though he's going to take it. Martin Hayes has run wide to the left, but it's in for... It's there! It's an equaliser! And it's Viv Anderson, the fullback, who equalises in the very next minute. And Newcastle stunned. And it was a rather ordinary free kick as well. It was just chipped over the defensive wall, and Viv Anderson, running in from the far side, had all the time in the world to place his header wide of poor Gary Kelly. And after Newcastle had done all that work in taking the lead, the scoreline now reads 1-1, 2 goals coming within a minute of each other. Viv Anderson replying very quickly for the Gunners. So now Newcastle have to start again. McDonald. Arsenal have it on the halfway line. A break is on here. If Sansom carrying the ball forward, still has it, gives it to Rocastle. Rocastle going at his man, comes loose, but Arsenal should pick it up through the goal scorer Viv Anderson. They do. Adams sends it forward. A missed clearance, but Beardsley gets there first. McDonald breaks on Beardsley's right, but Beardsley turns inside and finds Cunningham. McDonald still running. Now it's through, but this one should be Williams as it is. Ahead of Peter Beardsley. So that piece of danger snuffed out by the Arsenal defence. Lukic decides against a short throw, kicks it out. McDonald beaten, no. And Arsenal going down the left through Peter Perry Groves. Now it's with Sansom. Inside to Davies. Davies with the ball, waiting for the challenge to come. Slips it through for Groves. Groves round his man. Groves going into the penalty area. Fires for goal, wide. And a quick goal kick. Kelly knows that urgency is needed now. It's Stewart on the ball, the man who scored for Newcastle. Plants it forward. O'Leary heads it inside. Beardsley has it for Newcastle. Beardsley, still Beardsley. What skill this man has on the ball. Gets it out to Stewart. Stewart going, facing his man, O'Leary. Stewart, faced by O'Leary. Gets the ball over well into the penalty area, headed away by Adams. Now Newcastle build again through Beardsley. Beardsley dummies his way through two men, looks for a 1-2. A shot coming in from Wharton, a ricochet off the Arsenal defence, and they're putting it anywhere now, and it's gone for a corner. Rocastle could have put that ball back to the goalkeeper if it had been a bit calmer, but he thumped it away for a corner, and Newcastle really now putting on the pressure. Stewart to take it. 1-1 halfway through this second half. Stewart takes the corner, headed away by O'Leary. Rocastle brings it further away, still Rocastle. Arsenal breaking now through Williams, and Williams' attempted pass to Perry Groves was off target, and Groves gave him a withering look to say, as if to say, can't you pass the ball better than that when I'm on a run? Wharton with the throw for Newcastle. Clears. Cunningham, though, is beaten to the ball. Davies. Sansom. Sansom plays safe. Back to O'Leary. O'Leary, with Cunningham lurking, decides to push it back to Lukic. Lukic hammers it clear. Rocastle's under this, but so is Wharton. Davies. A poor header out. It's Rocastle. Rocastle still going. And Rhoda cuts that dangerous situation out, but Davies picks it up again for Newcastle. For Arsenal, rather. Sansom, a dummy. Rocastle has the chance for a shot. He does shoot, and it's not far wide. So Kelly will take a goal kick. Rocastle from Davies. Rocastle beaten now. And Cunningham going down the line, but he's well policed by O'Leary this afternoon. And the ball forced into touch, which Cunningham himself takes to Wharton. Wharton holds, turns it inside for Beardsley. Gascoigne, a clever piece of play by him to beat two men and another. Beardsley, again, it's a race between him and Sansom, the two England men. Sansom wins, and Arsenal begin to break through Perry Groves. The ball inside to Quinn. On the overlap is Williams, and he gets it. Williams has a left foot drive, and it's there. Oh yes, what a goal. And I think John Anderson hanging his head there, he thought about stopping it, and Kelly might have been unsighted there. The ball inside to Quinn. On the overlap is Williams, and he gets it. Williams has a left foot drive, and it's there. Oh yes, what a goal. And I think John Anderson hanging his head there, he thought about stopping it, and Kelly might have been unsighted there, but from at least 25 yards it was Steve Williams thumping the ball into the back of the Newcastle net, and I'm sure that Gary Kelly was unsighted by John Anderson. But it's Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2. Gascoigne on the ball. Stevenson, back to MacDonald. MacDonald, Cunningham, Gascoigne chasing, but Arsenal pick it up. Rocastle, Davies, Paul Davies, Sansom, back to Davies, out to Groves on the far left. Groves, still going, Groves, still going, Groves just over the top. Great run by him. He's made a couple of good runs this afternoon. 18 minutes to go. Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 2. Newcastle have seen their lead, first of all whittled away and then overhauled. Williams heads the ball back into Newcastle half, but MacDonald clears, looking for Beardsley. But Adams gets there first for Arsenal and turns it back to Lukic. Lukic belts the ball as far as he can downfield. Quinn tries to nod on. It's picked up by Rocastle. Rocastle goes round Wharton, going for the line. He's going with Anderson, and Anderson does well. I think, yes, he has. He has got the goal kick. Anderson cleverly screened the ball behind. Kelly wants to take a quick one, but Rhoda says to cool it out and then take a long one instead, which he does. Stewart doesn't control it properly, and Arsenal pick up the loose ball. Anderson, John Anderson for Newcastle, gets it out to MacDonald. MacDonald forward, but the Newcastle men were coming forward to avoid being offside. But they have a throw taken by Stevenson to Beardsley. Beardsley turns inside, strokes a lovely ball across to Stewart. Stewart nods the ball inside, looking for Gascoigne, but Gascoigne takes it over, and it's a goal kick. So Lukic was once with Leeds United. And comes up to take a goal kick. As Rhoda tries to set Newcastle in motion, but hooked away by O'Leary for Arsenal. The ball loose, picked up by Davis and sent out to Rocastle. Rocastle to Steve Williams. Williams tries to get the ball forward, gets the ball back from Hayes. It's possession football for Arsenal at the moment. Davies across to Groves on that far side. Groves turns it back for Sansom. Sansom, the ball with Newcastle now. And MacDonald has gone back to his position at fullback. And here it is with the ball now. Rhoda, Cunningham is fouled as we move into injury time. Wharton, that's a bad ball and Arsenal have it. A quick one and offside. Offside, fortunately for Newcastle. The Arsenal forward just timed his run just too quickly, and he was caught offside. A look at the watch by Peter Tilsley. He's received the signal from the linesman that the 90 minutes are up, but the game goes on. Steve Williams hammers that one away for Arsenal. Underneath that one was Martin Hayes. The substitute, Gus Caesar, has it, holds it while Rocastle goes forward. Rocastle finds Caesar into the penalty area, and Kelly has to go down to hold it. Now Newcastle beginning to build once more. Andy Thomas forward looking for Cunningham, but a miscue by Tony Adams gives Newcastle a throw-in. Cunningham from the throw, back to MacDonald. A long one, looking for Jackson on the edge of the area. He jumps too soon, O'Leary gets the clearance in, and Sansom heads it out for a throw to Newcastle. Quickly taken, Beardsley, a high one into the penalty area. Away by substitute Caesar. But Wharton's there to keep the pressure on. Gascoigne, again Gascoigne, still has it. Gascoigne. Thomas across to Beardsley, out for Stevenson. Stevenson across the goal area, and play on as appeals for a penalty inside that Arsenal penalty area, but Newcastle just can't force it in. And Viv Richards gets the ball clear. Viv Anderson, I should say. Now it's Wharton. Wharton sends it forward, and there goes the final whistle. Disappointment for Newcastle. A last 2 or 3 minute flourish, couldn't pull the goal back, and Arsenal come away from St James Park with a 2-1 win. It didn't look that way though after Newcastle took the lead, because it was a lovely run, in fact, by Ian Stewart, which opened the scoring for Newcastle. But Arsenal were level in a minute, and then that was Viv Anderson scoring, coming in from a free kick. unmarked on the left and planting a firm header past Gary Kelly. And then the final goal, the one from Steve Williams, it was a drive from well outside the penalty area, and that proved to be the winning goal. So the final score here from St James Park is Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 2.